Hi again then guys, and welcome to the 6th episode of Heavy Hitters on Forza Horizon 3, the review series for the trucks, buggies, vans, SUVs, basically all things big, heavy and or off-roader in nature. And this particular vehicle is one of my personal favourite SUVs in the game. We of course did a tune for it this morning, at least this morning at the time of releasing this video, and the car is the Cadillac Escalade. Now, as I've mentioned before, the Cadillacs, for the most part, on Forza Horizon 3 aren't as quick in terms of top-end performance as I would have expected and or hoped. Now, that being said, they're not bad cars, and this, I would say, is possibly the most useful all-round Cadillac in the game. The CTSVs are great, of course, but this one has, I would say, more of an all-round package which you can use in more circumstances, more classes, for more alternative forms of racing, not just high-speed road racing. And so let's break down the individual aspects of the car to see how, at least in my opinion of course, I would rate it in comparison to other SUVs that are available on the game. So first of all, as always, we have the handling, and for the handling on the Escalade I'm going to give it a rating of 4 out of 5, and the reason why is because this is a huge SUV. It's easy to forget just how big the Cadillac Escalade is, especially in terms of length. It's a huge car. That being said, and when you couple that with the fact that it weighs over 2.7 tons, it handles itself remarkably well. The handling is excellent on the road, which isn't too surprising given that Cadillacs are generally designed to spend most of their time on the road, but of course being an SUV, you do also have that extra all-wheel drive advantage as standard, and the, of course, extra ride height as well to take it on the dirt if the feeling takes you. And it's great off-road as well. So, although it's not the best handling of SUVs, it's definitely a lot better than it easily could have been. As far as acceleration goes, I'm actually going to give it a full 5, and the reason is twofold. Not only is it extremely quick when fully tuned with the 1500 horsepower engine, which is pretty obvious, of course it would be, but more importantly, it's already quick. And it's especially already quick given its class, which is only B level, and its power. This only has just over 400 horsepower, which for a 2.7 ton truck, or SUV, isn't really that much. That's one of the lesser powered SUVs in the game to begin with. That being said, in stock form, and even against some tuned ones, the acceleration on the Escalade can easily dispatch most of the other SUVs that it will come up against, and when you tune it up, it just gets even better. And that of course leads us on next to top-end speed. And top-end speed, as I said, isn't quite as quick as I would have personally hoped. I would have expected maybe the high 250s, low 260s, as some of the other SUVs with similar specs can do. It's actually more around 230, which isn't bad. That's of course in fully tuned form, but as I alluded to just now, its stock performance is kind of more impressive, because in its class, against other trucks of the same class and other SUVs, it can beat most of them. More often than not, the Escalade will lead the pack, and for good reason. It's a great car. Just be careful how high a class you take it in if you do intend to use it for top-end racing. As far as value for money goes, well, I'm going to give it another pretty easy 5, and the reason why is because for 90,000 credits, it's a lot cheaper than many of the other SUVs that offer similar performance, especially when you put it up against stuff like rally raid trucks. It's many times cheaper than them, sometimes almost 10 times cheaper. And even compared to some of its rivals from BMW and various other companies, it's still cheaper. So the value for money is fantastic. And that leads us on directly, of course, into usability. What can you use it for in the grand scheme of things? And for that I'm going to give it a 4. Because as I touched on throughout the video, it's a great multi-purpose car. The acceleration and top speed is great stock. The handling and off-road ability is excellent, certainly far better than a car of its size and weight should be, and the price is excellent. It really does have the all-round package. And overall, that means that I'm giving the Cadillac Escalade an overall score of 88. But that's it for this pick overall. I'll see you guys next time, and as always, thanks for watching.